Welcome back to The Jump. Some very heartfelt words there, and I want to turn to our own guys because you said it in the last segment, Wilbon. We are also here to celebrate Kobe, so let's celebrate some of the really special things he did on the court. Paul, what's your sort of favorite Kobe on the court memory?
I have a lot of favorite moments, and originally I said it was the 81 game, but you know, when I really had a chance to let it sit in, I'm gonna say his last game he ever played. I mean, when he went for 60, I was in Phoenix. I was playing with the Clippers. I was in the locker room. We were all showered, ready to go. Media was there, and everybody was like, Kobe's going off. So we turned the TV on, and he's like at like 50-something, and we sat there for like the last 30 minutes in the locker room. You know, the bus waiting on us, the arena's already cleared up, and we see him go for this magical game where this is his last game, and he goes off for 60, hits the game winner, and that's just typical Kobe. It was like something was just shining down on him, like he's the chosen one. Like this is what's supposed to happen in his very last game of his NBA career.
60 points on 50 shots, that's Kobe.
Right, and just think about that. 11 years earlier, when he was actually in his prime is when he scored 81. That's what makes that 60 so phenomenal.
What do you remember about being on the court for that? I know everyone gives you a hard time.
What I remember about being on the court, Rachel, and I tell this every time I bring this story up, is that he didn't talk trash. He was so locked in, and these ain't Kobe highlights. That's just putting the smack down.
Right.
He was so disciplined, he was so focused, and that is always who he was, somebody that tried to find a way to do something that has not been done. That was always his character, and that was an amazing performance, and I'm actually very grateful that I got a chance to see it up close and personal.
You're always going to be tied to that with him, and I love that you both had fun with it after. You had a sitcom pilot, and he made this awesome cameo on it. Let me show everyone.
Jalen!
Oh, no. Hey, Cole, how you doing? How retirement treating you?
It's great, man. It's great. Just, you know, a little writing, a little investing.
Nice. So I don't know if you saw the thing on Twitter about your statue.
You know, I don't pay attention to that stuff, man.
Yeah, I figured that. Me either.
A drink, Mr. Bryant? Yeah, I'll have a vodka martini. How many olives would you like? 81. Really? Nah, man, I'm just playing. Just two. Joke for him. He gets it.
I'm so very enthusiastic that we were able to do that. I'm so gracious that happened. And literally, guys, I asked him about it, sent him the script. He showed right up. He took the helicopter. We shot it right around the corner at the Palm Restaurant. And he was off into the night. Didn't ask for anything. You were a part of it as well.
Yeah.
And just think about what he said he was doing in retirement. He said writing. He said investing. Mm-hmm. Those aren't normal retired basketball player comments.
What about you, Mike? What's your favorite memory that you'll take with you?
It's actually more about my son than it is about me.
We love you, Matthew.
Thank you for that. He watches you on television. He didn't necessarily watch his father. I think it was December 2nd, 2015, Kobe's last game in Washington. And I was doing SportsCenter, I think, that night, and I wasn't even paying attention, and Kobe looked over at me and said, I'm going to go talk to Matthew, who's wearing his Bradley Beal jersey, not the Kobe Bryant jersey I had gotten, you know, as a present. But Kobe went over to him, and they had a little chat, and we were doing an interview a few days later that was going to air on Christmas Day, that did air on Christmas Day. And Kobe said, I'm not doing this unless you bring him with you. And during all this back and forth, Matthew said something that you would think he was a real baller. Jalen. He said, Dad, I don't understand why there's all this worry about me going to school when I'm going to be in the NBA. And I'm thinking, I know you're genetic makeup. You ain't going to be in the NBA. But Kobe just had that look on his face like, I said, this is your fault.
Right.
This is your fault. So we went to Denver,
him.
did the interview that aired on Christmas Day. I think it aired on Christmas Day. And they had a little conversation, walked away, had a look. I don't know what the conversation was. I was told I was never going to know what the conversation was about that. Chauncey Billups and his daughter were there that day as well. And, you look at that, you try to step outside yourself at that moment. At that moment, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a media person. I'm a dad. I mean, this is my son. And so he's almost 12 now. He's a pretty good little basketball player, but I haven't been able to deal with this week with him because we were in Florida and now we're here. And so I'm going to go home and watch the Super Bowl with him tomorrow. But we haven't dealt with it. And, you know, they don't give you much at approaching 12, do they, on their own? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's processing and not, or just keeping at bay. And so these are all things. There's so many lessons that come out of this. And we talk about why this is so tragic, the many, 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 many reasons, because family is at the heart of what happened last Sunday.
Absolutely. For all of these families.
And obviously, first, the people who paid so dearly with their lives, and then us in reaction to that. And I guess I better start being a dad again tomorrow.
Mac, thank you so much for being with us here today. And for that, thank you, Matthew, for that as well. We'll be right back with you after this break.